on from a beautiful Free State. Slightly overcast, not really. Uh, it's now 34 degrees. It's a quarter past 8 in the morning. And yeah, beautiful parky, my beautiful grass. As you may have noticed, I love my grass. And then the river in the background there. So yeah, we have a beautiful day, wonderful day. It's all thanks to the one upstairs. Bump the table here. Right, so I want to read something for you guys today. Sorry, COVID effects. Still got my lungs, battling with my lungs. Right, so I want to read something for you guys from Proverbs. Okay, Proverbs chapter 8. Okay, verses 1 to 2 verse 8. I was friends with this guy a long time ago. We had a bit of falling out. But he taught me something interesting. Proverbs, it's 31 Proverbs. So it's one proverb for every day of the month. So today is the 8th of October. Right, so we're going to read Proverbs chapter 8. But I'm not going to read the whole thing, otherwise we'll be here the whole day. So I've only just done the first section. Okay. But the rest of you, you can read the entire chapter 8. Right. Okay. So, listen. Wisdom is calling out. Reason is making herself heard. On the hilltops near the road and at the crossroads she stands. Now that is reason that they're talking about there. Reason standing at the crossroads. At the entrance of the city, to the city, excuse. Besides the gates, she calls. Reason calls. I appeal to all of you. I call to everyone on earth. Are you immature? If so, learn to be mature. Are you foolish? This is my favorite one. Learn to have sense. Listen to my excellent words. All I tell you is right. What I say is the truth. Lies are hateful to me. Everything I say, nothing is false or misleading. Now, please, once again, this will be my what I am get from that. Okay, so obviously you all might get something different. Okay, so reasoning to me is like your conscience, your small still voice that you're hearing in the back of your head. Some of you all know what I'm talking about. So I want to quickly do a short example. Okay, so when I was in active addiction, from the moment I made plans, you know, hustled, got some cash. The moment I got the cash in my hand, the plan was now to go and score. That small voice kicked in, bang. Don't do it. Just go home. Leave it. And I would ignore it, as a lot of you can contest to this too. You'd ignore it. So I will say one thing though, that through my entire addiction, yeah, my faith was there. I still knew that there was a God. Okay, I wouldn't say I was strong in my faith, but I always believed that there is a God above you. Okay, sure. A lot of people used to look at me funny, just walking in the streets. If I had extra money, catching a taxi to Hillbrow, otherwise it was Klappertacky to Hillbrow, bro. And that small voice is driving me nuts. And I'm like, shut up. And people used to look at me weird, man. Doing it out loud. It's not right. Even today, I still talk to God out loud sometimes. If I do something wrong, I look up and I'm like, I know, I know. Then I know I'm going to go and apologize to whoever, whatever I did. Okay, so anyway, moving on. A lot of you are going to say, but yeah, but the small, still voice I hear is my voice. Exactly. It is your voice. God's going to talk to you in a voice that you are familiar with and are comfortable with. Remember that. Excuse me. Remember, okay? This is one thing I learned going into recovery. Listen to the small, still voice. Listen. When you start listening, your life starts changing. And when your life starts changing and you start getting onto the right track and the right path, the small, still voice fades away. Because now it's time to see if you can do it on your own. But God is always by your side. All you need to do is go down and say, hey, guide me, please, Father. Show me the right way. And then look for those signs. They are there. Subtle. Subtle. But sometimes, yes, he does just kind of whack you upside the head and say, look here, moron. This is what you got to do. All right? But most of the times, the signs are there, very subtle. You just need to listen. Okay, so that's one. And remember, please, I'm not with NA or AA, and they're not with me or any of the smaller factions, whatever you want to call it. I'm purely doing this for me and for that one addict that hopefully this may help or may guide. All right. October the 8th, just for today. Addiction gave a pattern to our lives. Sorry, that makes me laugh. Addiction gave a pattern to our lives. Yeah. Wake up, organize, score, excuse the language, F out for the rest of the day. And rinse and repeat. Okay. Addiction gave. I didn't read basic text. I'm so sorry. We suspect that if we do not use what we have, we will lose what we have. Think about that. Eh? Basic text, page 78. Right. Addiction gave a pattern to our lives, and with it, a meaning. A dark, diseased meaning. To be sure, but a meaning nonetheless. The Narcotics Anonymous Recovery Program gives us a new pattern of living to replace our old routines. I wanted to stop there. A lot of you may have been to rehabs, and then you get to rehab. Hey, now you got to clean your room. Now you got to sweep your room out. You got chores to do at rehab, right? A lot of you are like, why? Right? Yeah, that's why. That's why. Replace the old routine with a good routine. Learn to make your bed. Learn to brush your teeth. Learn to wash your face. Okay? And wipe your ass. Right? Clean clothes on for the day. You know? Learning you a healthy routine. Right. Okay, let's go. And with that new pattern comes a new meaning to life, to our lives. Excuse. One of light and hope. Because you must remember at the end of every light, there's darkness. And at the end of every darkness, there is light. In other words, you're going to face trials and tribulations, just push through, get over that speed hump, you'll get right. don't quit. It's a fight, trust me, it's a hard fight. What is the new pattern of living? Instead of isolation, we find fellowship. Instead of living blindly, repeating the same mistakes again and again, we regularly examine ourselves, free to keep what helps us grow and discard what doesn't. So, a lot of times in recovery, we tell people go through your Facebook profile. Who do you really know? Who do you not really know? Who are your true friends? And I don't mean friends that sit with you and get saped and tell you, oh, it's okay to drink and drive, bro, or to smoke and fly, whatever your case may be. Okay? Not they. They don't work. Go through your contact list. Delete. Sometimes it's even better just to change your number altogether and to delete the Facebook profile, whatever, Twitter, whatever, you know. Discard what doesn't. Because a lot of people say, yes, but you know, we've been friends for so long. This comes down to like, relationships as well. Okay. But we've been married for 26 years and uh, all that nonsense. Okay. If they can affect your recovery, because this is your life you're talking about, you need to make the decision. Either seek extra help, or if those people don't want to reciprocate, then it's time to say, Diddles. Magic fingers. All right. Rather than, okay, so let's just back up here a bit. Free to keep what helps us grow and discard what doesn't. Because remember, it just takes that one person. Because you may be trying your ass off. Okay. Yes, bro. You might have got already 1 week under the belt. You may be pushing 6 months under your belt. It takes that one friend or that one partner that will come to you and say, hey man, you've done so well, bro. And it's only been like 6 months, bro. You know, it's cool, man. You got this, bro. Hey, one won't hurt, eh? That one hurts you more than you know. Think about it. Right. Guess you backtrack again a little bit. Okay, so to free to keep what helps us grow and discard what doesn't. Cool. Moving on. Rather than constantly trying to get by on our own limited power, we develop a conscious contact with a loving power greater than ourselves. Okay? Because, you know, very few people are lucky enough to do this on their own. Very small percentage. Okay? But most of us need people to grab us, shake us around, and say, come, we are going this way, we're not going that way. Let's move and do it. Because remember, when you're in recovery, don't look backwards. Because you're not going that way. Eh? Look forward. Because that's where everything is that you want. Okay, loving power greater than ourselves. Our life must have a pattern. To maintain our recovery, we must maintain the new patterns our program has taught us. Healthy patterns. Okay? By giving regular attention to these patterns, we will maintain the freedom we found from the deadly disease of addiction and keep hold of the meaning recovery has brought to our lives. Just for today, I will begin a new pattern in my life, the regular maintenance of my recovery. A lot of people will say, addiction is not a death sentence. Let me just say something. I was an addict for more than 20 years of my life. I OD'd a good couple of times, man. That close. You know, uh, you know, if it's not the addiction that's going to kill you, it's the people around you that you screw over that's going to kill you. One word of advice: don't rob a Nigerian. And that mother trucker found me and beat me for 4 days straight. 4 days straight. I didn't know what the day was, where the day was. I've got a scar on my shin here. You see the shin bone went through. All right. So if it's not the addiction that's going to kill you, it's going to be the people around you that will kill you. Because when you're right down there and you're going to do anything to get what you want. And when help comes along, my friend, grab it with both hands and fight for it. Keep your recovery. It's yours. Addiction is a disease that kills. Remember that. Okay, to end off quickly. Thought for the day. Nothing in life can take the place of knowing your purpose. If you don't try to discover your purpose, you're likely to spend your life doing the wrong things. Think about it. Peace be with you all. God bless and adios.